go. Alright, that's probably mobile dashboard. So we'll check and make sure everything's good on my PC side, especially on my chat box. So before I, so while I kind of like am doing the whole weight thing, everything like that, I just kind of wanted just to put it out there, to kind of randomly put it out there and say that if I sound like if I yawn a fuck ton in your stream, I do apologize. Basically, I got up a little while. Basically, I had gotten up a little while ago. Probably slowly but surely, trying to sort of wake up and everything. Because I kind of had a little bit of I don't know if I was saying like I don't know if I want to say like a rough time sleeping last night, but basically I had like but basically I had like a little bit of a situation that happened where my power had like some random my power has some random outages going off at different times um and everything. And it got like so annoying to the point where it's like I turned out I just like I turned like after like trying like to like fix make sure my PlayStation was working fine and everything like that that like I just turned it off and I left I pretty much like left my clock to do that little like flashing thing that usually happens when like the power comes back on, like when the power goes off it comes back on and all that and everything. So I think like I got like about maybe like a couple hours worth of sleep or something at most, and everything. Um, and it was like, and then, and as I was kind of like waiting for the update to and as I was like waiting for the the game to update and everything like that, I was like, well, might as well maybe get like some sleep and all that stuff. And I got up around I got up I pretty much got up a few minutes ago, and everything like that. And I got on DVD and worked on and I kind of worked on some things which I'll talk about in a moment. So yeah. And so gonna go to Discord on mobile. Make sure just check the boss and see if there's other things there. No, don't care about that. Okay. Okay, we're good. Good there. So now I'm gonna go on to dashboard. Check my streams, so they're gonna sound and everything, hopefully. Okay. good there. Alright, so I guess I'll go ahead and get started on everything now, since everything's taken care of, since everything is now suited, booted, situated, and all that. So yeah, as always, everyone, heyo, my fellow Rumble Maniacs. It's Mr. Rumble Roses here, and welcome back to yet another installment of Dead by Daylight. As you can probably tell, but the game has now been updated to, I think it's like version 10.1.0 or something like that, and we had a new chapter in the game called Course of Sin. So in this game, or in this chapter, we have a new killer, which is called the Judgement, and we have a new survivor named Aurora Stardaughter. Stardaughter. Quite the name, is it not? So, for those that don't know, the Course of Sin. So, for those that don't know, this chapter was actually a thing that was made by the community. Basically, in a nutshell, so even though I didn't really take part, like doing all the votes and shit like that, but I believe like basically what had happened was there was like all these like these concept ideas and stuff that the community could vote on, and it would impact like the next chapter thing, and I think, quote unquote, that it would be like the first that there would be like the first community made chapter thing that was made in this game. Don't get twisted, because I could be completely wrong, but this is basically a community made chapter thing that was done by like various votes and stuff like that. Although of course some things had to be kind of like changed up here and there, but yeah, it's still a community made chapter thing, and it's quite something to say the very least. Now, because of how this is a non-licensed thing, you can actually be able to get the new killer and the new survivor for iridescent shards. With iridescent shards, which what I did. I had like 20. I didn't know for sure, but like if I was going to actually be able to get both, but I had like 20,000 plus at most. So like I got the I got the survivor first, which cost I think like I think like when it comes to like the characters that are non-licensed, that if you were to get with Eerie shards, that I think that they cost about like 9,000 at most. So take that as you will. But yeah, I got the new survivor and I got the new killer. So I go to sort of be on that little update sort of thing. But yeah, there's also kind of another handful of things that happened. Apparently starting now, as of the stream, which is very correctly, August 25th of 2026, the MMR system has been redone. So like I think everything's like, I think on the whole like MMR thing's been like reset, and there's like some new stuff and things that are gonna go with it. But what I'm gonna do real quick is I'm gonna kind of first show off the survivor and the perks and their perks, and the killer and their perks. So yeah. So yeah. This is a female survivor named Aurora Stardaughter. From my knowledge, this is actually the first female elderly survivor in the game. I think she's probably maybe about as old as William Bill Overbeck here. Because a lot of times, a lot, cause I feel like a lot of times that, if there was like any like, female survivors, they would be kind of like, like the, someone like, kind of like young, maybe, mid-age, but not like, elderly type, if you want to call it that. Yeah, I'm gonna show off the perks and everything like that because, like I say, because when the new chapter usually drops, it has like has a survivor and or a killer and stuff like that. They have the unique perks, so I'll go with that. So the first one is called Fruits of Your Labor. Um, Whenever a generator is completed, you earn 1 token. And apparently, for some reason, Aurora is like looking at a book that has a book that's not there. But yeah, apparently, when a generator is complete, you earn 1 token. Whenever you finish preparing a generator for each token, you gain 5% haste for 2 seconds, and you gain 20% healing progress. Now, I don't know exactly how things are with these perks because because I don't have the ability, I don't really have the ability to play the PTB, aka the public test beta, stuff like that, because that's always known to be like a PC thing, because they don't do it for console for some fucking reason. Um, but some of the stuff that I've kind of gathered in a way is that um, I think like whenever a generator is completed, I think it mainly refers to like the one that you complete yourself. So I think like it's kind of a thing, and I could be wrong here, but like I think it's kind of like a thing where it's like you have to be the one to complete the generator to gain the token. Um, so there's that. Um, Salvation's Cry is the next one. Whenever a killer starts chasing you, you see the auras of other survivors in 3 seconds. Survivors not being chased see your aura for 5 seconds, and survivors not being chased see the killer's aura for 5 seconds. So, I guess basically it's kind of like a thing where it's like, so I guess basically like overall it's like an aura reading type thing, and where it's like, if you're in chase, then you see the auras of your teammates for a few seconds, and then other people see like not only your aura but the killer's aura for a few seconds as well, so they kind of like I guess have an idea as to to where you are and where the killer is. And finally, we got a new boon called Boon Steadfast. 1 extra totem, use X to bless it, create a unique boon. Create a unique boon totem that combines all your boons. Generators in the boon's range progress 50% slower. Survivors repair 10% faster. And survivors in the boon's range see the aura of affected generators. So, I think this one. I think like this. I think like this one. I think this perk in particular was kind of something that people were. So like some people were not quite happy with because there was like the whole situation like it's a perk that involves like gen speed and it's gonna be like oh they'll be like gen rushing the killer and shit like that. So yeah. Anyway. So that was a survivor. We are going to kind of like look at some of the lobby animation stuff like that. But I was kind of just doing this to show off the perks that they're in their max form. But yeah, so this killer is called the Judgement, and this is just my 2 cents. But looking at this, it made me kind of think. It made me kind of think of like Elden Ring Night Rain a little bit because this character sort of made me think of the Balancers in a way, even though like they're like Harmonium type angels or whatever. And we got a viewer bot. Oh, 2 viewer bots. Wow. Give me a sec. Give me a sec, guys. Oh, never mind. Street bot actually got rid of them. So yeah, I guess now it's the follow bot things, or they're now having a new link that it has to be a thing. But anyway, So as I was saying, this killer kind of reminded me somewhat of the balancers from Elden Ring Night Rain, but instead of like being like with like six, seven different like Harmonium, Angel, Valkyrie being things, it was just like one that was kind of was kind of like this one being and it had like crab legs or whatever. I think some people say like were like spider legs, but like I don't know. But basically overall, it made me kind of think like of the balancers in a way of like they were just like one being instead of multiple. So perks for kill. So these are the new perks for on the killer side of things. So first one is called Celestial Witness. Every 30 seconds. If the obsession is at least 40 meters away from you, you see their aura for 3 seconds. Otherwise, the farthest survivor becomes obsession. So, I don't know 100% for sure on this, so take it with a grain of salt, but I kind of think that this is kind of like an object of obsession type perk for killer, where it's like, where it's like, if you can't both see the Bane wand and it's like, so it gets like changed or something like that, I don't know. Next perk. Okay, I don't know what the fuck that was. Hold on, give me a sec. Okay, yeah, I've already seen that. Yeah, I've already seen that. Anyway, so the next perk is called Hex Under Your Thumb. First time a survivor gains a hook state, a dull totem ignites. Whenever a running survivor gains haste within 32 meters of you, you are alerted. Running survivors cannot gain more than 50% haste at a time, which, yeah. Looks like I fucking beat my thing. So, yeah, I'm trying to like think about. I'm trying to like think about how that. I'm trying to like think about this because this is like the first time of really like looking at like like seeing what the perks are and like reading what they do and everything like that. So I guess it's kind of like a thing where so I guess it's kind of like a like a notification type thing, but of course it's a hex. But of course it's a hex totem, so it's like it's like if the survivor gains haste within 32 meters of you as the killer, then you somehow get like a little you get like some sort of notification type thing, which I don't know. But the final one is called Lay Waste. Whenever you damage a generator for each charge it has, it regresses 2% faster. So I guess kind of like another. So I guess it's kind of like another little like way of having like another like a gen regression type build or perk or something like that. I don't know. Anywho, we're going to play the Mori and see how that looks.
Exile was not enough.
So, there's that. Now the one thing I have kind of seen here and there was that, is that the Aurora and the Judgement do have unique dialogue interactions towards each other. So so that there's the thing. So kind of like see the animations and stuff like that. Where you see like some random there's random one-liners, I guess. So yeah, that's the Judgment little entrance thing. Now, funny little thing that I did not. The funny thing I didn't really know about this. So apparently, the voice of the Judgment is actually kind of done by someone who actually voiced a character from this is just what I've seen because I saw like the Inverted Shadow kind of like do a tweet thing about this, but apparently the actress who and it is an actress, you know, the female actress who voices the Judgment in this game apparently was the same one who voiced Maggie, who voiced Maggie. I can't pronounce the last name, like Speltzer or something like that. From the SMG4 universe. Maggie was the character that started off as a Splatoon Inkling character that pretty much became human and stuff like that. You know, she was going to be going like all kinds of crazy adventures. Was like SMG4 and Mario and all that stuff. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to Survivor side now. So there are like some different one-liners that can be that be said for both characters. But I guess it's kind of like just out of random blue, I guess. Anyway, so yeah, those are some things, but actually, let me get back to Killer real quick. I'm sorry if I'm not like deep diving into the game already, but there's just like I'm taking like, some things I'm like trying to like remember in a way. Yeah, like some things that got added, and some things are like changed and whatnot. So anyway, so first off, you can see like there's like the UI thing is a little different. Has like a big ass play button thing right here. But also there is this thing right here called Gameplay Showcase. So apparently apparently with this, you can actually be able to see the whole situation of like all the characters. You have like I guess like showing like their power, stuff like their abilities and everything like that. So yeah, and apparently not just for Judgment, but it's also like for like every single character. So like for example, you see Wraith, and everything like that. You see what happens here. So yeah, basically like everything from Trapper all the way to Judgment has like a little like I guess you could say it has like its own little tutorial thing. It has like a little, but it's not like a gameplay tutorial, but it's like a video tutorial thing. Talking about like how certain things work. For each killer and all that. So you got like fucking like Legion for example. Um, Oni, Deathlinger, a lot of that stuff. And it goes like to see all this kind of stuff. But the thing with I think it's kind of interesting, but it's like it is what it is. So take that as you will. But yeah, because this is new, we got new stuff and everything like that. The main thing we're gonna be trying to do at most is we're probably gonna be playing some Survivor at most, and we're gonna see like if we can build somehow. We're gonna see if we can like somehow adapt the new Survivor character. I might try like the killer somewhere down the road, but for this stream it's probably going to be like adapting the new Survivor, and depending on how things go, we'll just like play with other characters and stuff like that. Especially to try and get back the blood points that I had used I when I hit Prestige 1 on both Aurora and Judgment, to get their perks unlocked and and everything. So yeah. Anyway, we're gonna go to the quests first. So all that. So a few things there. Be like some new stuff here I got unlocked. Okay. But yeah, I'm sorry if I was kind of like, it was like yapping and stuff like that. It's just, I was kind of like, trying to show everything as much as possible. Also, as you can see, we got like a new little lobby thing as well. And apparently the time, apparently the queue time thing is a little bit different. Instead of like, having like that span of time and show like, how long it's gonna take. Apparently it shows like that span of time and it actually counts up. So. Got two Auroras, one Maria, and one Glenn. Now, one thing to kind of randomly keep in mind, the one thing to kind of keep in mind for people is that this is a day one. This is the day one release and everything like that. So there might be like some possible like some weird visual bugs or stuff like that. So keep that in mind. And I have no idea if we're actually facing the Judgment or not, because usually, because this is known to be a thing for like a good little while, but like whenever there's a new kill, whenever you're facing a new killer for the first time, you get like a little indicator saying like, oh, like facing the Judgment or facing Skull Merchant, or whatever killer that you haven't faced before. But we'll see what happens. And I think we'll have like an idea as to what will be the case.
A grand illusion.
God damn it. So it's not the new killer. Hey! Ow! Wow, the first killer that we face is someone playing as a nurse. And I didn't get a chance to fucking do anything. Oh shit. I'm hooked on the first attempt. Never mind. Thank you. Thank you. God damn it, Maria. Hey! If Maria didn't blow the gem, we probably could have had that. Ow! Ah, bitch. Okay, so I guess the gym progress is... Huh, okay.
Quite a relief.
So I think there's a part of me that's kind of surprised that... I think there's kind of like a part of me that's somewhat surprised that, you know, we're not seeing... Like, you know, like, that, you know, our first killer is not the Judgement themselves. The bitch! Yeah, as I was about to say, like I was kind of surprised. I'm kind of surprised that, you know, we didn't see the you know, Judgement as, you know, the first killer of the day. But then again, you know, with the sort of backlash. Ow! damn it, that should have been a fucking, like, stun. Or, like, you know, being able to, like, or making it where she couldn't be able to, you know, to swing. Like, I literally thought that, you know, like, that, you know, she, like, you know, like, that was going to be, like, the, you know, the part where she couldn't be able to swing. And I was like literally going to test the fuck. I was really going to like fucking boom the shack totem and everything, but yeah, but you know, I literally can't touch a gin right now because Dart's always up my ass. Like, you know, like literally, you know, she's always up my ass. Oh. Unfortunately, she gets second. Hold on. I think she might have pain res, so. I'm dead in hell. Try to fucking, you know, counter nurse is a bitch and a half. Fuck, I'm dead. God damn it. It made you look. I'm dead. Like the first game on it had to be a fucking nurse. Like, get off nurse, man. Play someone else. Fucking day one of the damn, you know, DLC chapter and shit like that. And you're playing, and you're over there playing nurse like a bitch. At least we didn't fucking die at like 5 gens, though, because that would have been really stupid. Okay, so we found the thing, so. Anyway. So. We got to, you know, kind of play around with at least a couple of, I guess, like a couple of the perks at most. So I guess, like, you know, second thing, it's like, oh, you know, you have to, you still get, like, you know, tokens and stuff like that, but, anyway. But anyway, I guess like kind of going back to the Judgment a little bit. There's like a new little mechanic thing that comes with her. There's like a little mechanic thing that comes with her where it's like a certain thing I think like if you get like Heresy or you know what or Zealous or whatever the fuck it's called, then the Judgment can like send you to like a different dimension thing, and you have to like play like kind of like play like a little mini game type thing that you have to like I think you have to like you have to shine your light on certain things to hopefully get out of the predicament that you're in. I don't know if we're gonna be actually you know to experience it if we're not you know seeing Judgment if we're not seeing you know the character. Ooh. But you know we'll see what happens. I don't know why, but like, it's kind of funny to me in a way that because I think because I want to say that I think that probably Aurora is like I want to say probably like Aurora is the second ever character that you know that like brings out a book and you know like reads and like you know, looks through it and anything like that because I believe like Michaela Reed has you know that same little ability and stuff as well, but.
No higher power will save us.
Oh, now we got a Mikey. Oh. Fuck. And he's tier 3. It's like I literally see the fucking... It's like I literally see the fucking, you know, totem and everything like that, but I couldn't be able to do anything with it. Oh. Can this work? A couple of gens. Ah, damn it. Oh, I hear. Ah! I heard the fucking breathing. One of those rare times where like I hear the breathe, like I hear him fucking breathing. It's like I hear him fucking breathing and everything.
Thank you.
I don't know what this hex is, but it's gotta go boosh. Damn, deadlock? Uh-oh. Hey, no, don't bring him a beer. Fuck. Oh no. Fuck. We were so damn close, man. Ah. God damn it, dude. We were so damn close. Like first we had a nurse, and then we had a Michael who's somewhat like. God damn it, dude. Like, get off Michael. Like first we have a nurse, and then we have a Michael, and he got lucky with the fact that he had fucking tier 3, and everyone was, and we all go down. My God, it's like, what is the sweat's coming out today or something? Give me a sec. So, so the Jake was live, but apparently it just now ended, so I couldn't be able to go in there and have a little chat or whatever. Like, damn, man, like we were so fucking close. You know, like we were literally so fucking close. We had like one gen left. We had like one gen left. You know, we were and like we had the fucking boon up and everything like that. And all of a sudden I was like, oh, fucking Michael's gonna fucking Michael pops his tier 3 and everything. Like man, get the fuck off, Michael. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know if like at this point it's like I don't know if I'm like I don't know if we'll actually be able to honestly like at this point like I don't know if we're gonna be actually if we're gonna actually be able to experience a judgment match and everything like that. You know, if people are not actually playing the killer. You know, like I said first like I said like first we fucking we had a nurse, and everything. And then fucking we had Michael Myers. The only saving graces, if any, is that they didn't like that. The only saving graces from those two matches, if any, was that, you know, we didn't die at like fucking 4 to 5 gens and everything like that, because I know cause I was kind of thinking, I was like, oh, like, you know, colors are, you know, starting to, you know, want to slug and everything now, so like, oh, like, you know, just, you know, like say, like, you know, full cooking, you know, just start slugging. So, yeah, like, yeah, it just really sucks. Well, in fact, like, again, you know, we were so close, and we just happened to go up against the Michael, who, you know, got his tier 3 off, and actually managed to get value out of that. Oh boy, Midwichi. And does not
Deny this fear.
and does not seem that's going to be a judgment. Oh, it is. Oh fuck. So we are facing the judgment. Okay. Like, okay, yeah, this is happening. So yeah, apparently, so yeah, if I think like when a survivor is exiled and whatnot, there are special like places you can go to, and there's like, you know, like bless something, you know, like, you know, bless at the thing to hopefully get, you know, your comrades out, or hopefully get your favorite teammates out. See if we can actually do this.
Try not to move.
Yo. You guys have fun with that. Now, bitch done sniff me to them. Oh, fuck. Oh, so it's not every... Oh, hi. Okay, so it's not every single, oh, damn it. Okay, so not every little sanctum place. Woohoo! Okay. Ah, she's still here. The bitch tricked me. I'm the
Defiance was a mistake.
We're trying to see if we can get them out.
We must rely on primitive healing.
Hey! I'm about to run into this bitch, aren't I? Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, so we know that this Judgment's not going for a depth because they have Starstruck. That's what you're gonna get. man, I saved you and can't get healed edgewise. Fuck. Well, you'll heal each other, but you won't heal me. Man, some teammates you are. Like, man, some teammates y'all are. Like, I come over here. I go out of my way. Thank you. Thank you very much. He's like, man, go out of my way. See if you guys mix out just the things I get. Thank you. Last damn thing was over there. The thing is, it's like, I want to say this is kind of like a decently good map for Judgment. Someone get out the door. Fuck. Ow! No! Oh my god, thank you. Oh, I think it's the mech. Oh my god. Wait, what? I'm kind of confused there. Like I thought the trophy was going to pop. I'm slightly confused. I mean, like, I know I didn't buy like the DLC with like all that like stuff like like the like paid money with like orc cells or what have you. But like, I literally just managed to actually do the thing. I am slightly confused, so I'm gonna boost screen you guys real quick because I want to try to see if I can find something out. Huh. I don't get it. Like, unless it's like unless it's like something has changed. Usually, like whenever whenever like you're playing Survivor, and everything like that. Like when you're playing a Survivor or a Survivor or Killer, and you're playing with with those with their unique perks and everything like that. Um, you manage to get the the right win conditions and everything like that. You would get an achievement. You would get an achievement tied to tied to that thing. So like say like for example, in my case, it would have been like an adept, like adept Aurora or something like that. So unless something has changed completely, then I can't really make heads or tails of it. Like I literally cannot make heads or tails of the whole situation. But for right now, though, I'm going to say that we managed to get a win as Aurora with her unique perks. So there's that. also with that, we actually managed to face we went up against the Judgment, and we got a little bit of an idea on we got a little bit of an idea on their mechanics. So okay, so this is what I've gathered. Excuse me. So whenever a survivor gets exiled, to the to the dimension thing or whatever. Apparently, like there'll be like there'll be like a couple of random little like areas. There'll be a couple of I'm gonna say like blessing statue things. I'm gonna call them blessing statues. So apparently, when a survivor gets exiled, to the new realm thing or whatever, there'll be like a couple of random blessing statues that'll sort of like light up in their um, they'll sort of like like light up in their they'll pretty much show the aura, and you hear judgment, and you'll hear judgment, you're kind of and all that. So that's the thing. And apparently, what happens at most is that it seems like you kind of like impale your hand into something, and that will like release that will like release the character. Alright, I'm gonna try some real quick. I'm gonna do some real quick. So give me a sec. Let's see if it actually. Okay. Okay, so so I was kind of like checking to make sure because even though like, we didn't get the trophy, unless it's like something, unless there's like something that I'm not familiar with, I should have at least I should have at least the gameplay. So like after the stream and everything like that, I'll try to see about working on that, and then I'll try and work on that like off stream, and then I'll like try and upload it for you guys. Okay, so now I got the Grimoire badge. Alright, so yeah, like like I said, I don't know. Like I'm kind of curious about like why the thing didn't pop, because I think like even when like I got like because I think like whenever even when I got Shane Wigwas, stuff like that, because I got him. Yeah, it's like I got him to the Eerie Shard with Eerie Shards, and I got his depth and everything like that. And it's like I actually got the achievement. So either A, there's a bug of some sort that I don't really know about, or um, B, there's a possibility that because of the whole MMR rework, that something might have changed that or something. I don't know. But anyway though, we've got another little thing with Aurora. So, yeah. I'm just trying to think now about. Guess I'll do this. Hold on. But yeah, but yeah, I say like, with that though, like we got a bit of an understanding as to, we got a little bit of an understanding as to how the judgment works. The only thing we have left to do, more or less, is, the only thing we have left to do, more or less, is just, I'll break some of these for right now. So the only thing I say we have to do at most is we have to experience what it's like when we get exiled. Even though that's not something that I'm, like looking for, like want to, to like do off the top of my, like right off the bat. But yeah, we'll see what happens, I guess. Yeah, we'll see what happens at most with that. But yeah, so, so I guess that the trend more or less kind of continues where it's like, if you face, where it's like, when you're facing a new killer the first few times, like you don't get, you don't get the notification saying like, facing so and so and and all that. So it's pretty much, so pretty much at most it's like a matter of like, just going into going into the session, seeing, but like if anything's like added or, whatever, or just, just overall take a guess. So, yeah. Oh. Oh boy, Trickster's Delusion. So we got a Woosker. So we got a Wesker on Trickster's Delusion. I got an itch in my left ear. Okay, Aurora's not adapting. I think he snuffed out the moon. Oh, ow! You bitch. Dude, see where you were. I don't know how I did that, but I did that. Even though I'm gonna go down right now.
7 minutes is all I can spare the pleasure.
Oh, it's 7, yeah. Hey, dude. Uh-oh. That ain't good. Oh, fuck. Oh, Aurora. Like pillars. Here, man, the hook.
On my hero, I will pray to you.
Thank you. Okay, so it seems like Wesker's got friends to the end. Okay, so yeah, so Wesker seems to have friends to the end, at most. Keep him distracted! En nou die op station.
Let's go.
Look. Gotta get this exposure off me. Yeah, what the fuck? You gotta get the damn thing. Like, my dude, you could've got the fucking you could've got the fucking hook.
You helped me. Thanks.
Man, they both got special heals. Brr. I'm brrring all over the place. You know what?
Go! Go!
I'm out of here. And yes, I know, like, I went, like, you know, straight for him and everything like that. That was kind of like the idea, where it's like, you know, I was like, oh, I'm gonna, you know, like, be the bait and be like, hey, you know, I'm like right here, you know, like, you know, easy pickings, you know, or whatever. You know, take a swing at, you know, like, take a swing at me. No add-ons. And wait. Okay, so. Okay, so. Yeah. Yeah, basically I was, you know, just, you know, so, you know, get, you know, said DGs to the Wesker and everything like that, and everything. And his last message was saying, like, he was like saying sorry for camping, you know, it just had a bad start and everything like that. And I get it, you know, and I was, you know, as I was telling the Wesker, I was like, I get it, you know, it's like, you know, I can, like, I can understand, you know, like, having, like, a bad start as killer and everything, like, you know, I've experienced that, you know, the times that I played, you know, and everything. Um, and like I can understand, like, you know, and this is gonna be like a little thing. I'm kind of like, you know, like, I'm gonna kind of talk to you guys a little bit on this, okay? So there may be some things I might get annoyed with this game, and all that. Like, you know, if like, you know, if like, you know, like a killer's on my ass and I can't be able to, you know, to really, like play the game, whatever. Like, yeah, I will be annoyed, and might say something, okay. Um, but as far as like the whole camping in game thing, like it's one of those things where it's like it's like it sucks, to be on the receiving end of being camped by the killer, but I get it. It's like I get it. But I mean, it's like I get it. It's like I get like the camping and in game thing. Cause like you want to try and you want to try and secure a kill, especially if you didn't have, especially like, if you didn't have like the best starts or whatever. It's like you can really get a kill off edgewise, things like that. It's like I get that. And I have like no real gripes or anything like that, or anything like that, towards that Wesker or anyone or any killer for that matter, that does that. And again, yeah, like I said, like it'll suck to have that happen to you, and you're like man, you can't be in game and all that stuff. But it's like, I get it. Like, and even though, it's like, it's like even though, sorry. But yeah, it's even though, like I said, it sucked. What was it going? I kind of lost my train of thought there. Hold on. But as I was about to say, it's like, even though I play Survivor more than Killer, like I have played Killer enough to know certain things that that kind of like has to happen. Like for example, like securing it, trying to secure a kill, especially like in what in game pops. So it's like, yeah, it's like I get it. So.
Fantastic, a campfire. Just what we needed. A campfire! In the middle of nowhere.
Alright, so I have a slight idea for something. Blood Amber. That's Inverted Shadow going live. Because the idea that I'm trying to see about doing is revealing the killer's aura. So I'm gonna do something that I've never really thought about doing. And I never really don't really do much. And I'm gonna bring a key. It's gonna be a broken key, but I'm gonna bring a key. I'm gonna bring the blood amber add-on, so I can be able to see the aura of the killer and everything, and hope for the best. I think like after the stream and everything like that, besides working on that little video, working on that that Survivor gameplay video as Aurora, I think I might need to find a way to like, you know, like send a message to you know, like behavior and find out like, you know, what the and find out like, you know, what the deal is. Find out what the deal is with the whole situation of like, you know, the achievements, stuff like that for, you know, from the chapter. Because like I said, you know, it should have been a thing where it's like, you know, the achievement popped for getting the adept on Aurora, but it didn't. Cause like I said, like even though cause like I said, like this is the day one release, everything like that. So like I'm pretty sure it's like, oh, there, you know, might be like some bugs or, you know, other issues and shit like that. But it's like it also makes me think that, you know, like that some things might have changed that that you know that was not really talked about, if you will. But anyway. So the idea that I kind of have at most is hopefully hopefully when I use the key to reveal the killer's aura, they'll be preoccupied. You know, like they'll be preoccupied at most. Oh, hello. Jane's been hit with I'm blind as fuck, boy. Woo! Okay, so killer's got run. Ah! Oh, hi. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Out of it. I am just fucking eating these things, apparently. Okay. Hi, how you doing? Okay, so now that we now we have experienced a bit about we now have had our first taste as to what it's like to be in the exiled realm thing. Okay, so I'm seeing that the obsession is like, the obsession thing's like changing all over the place. So she's got that one perk. She's got that one judgment perk. Ow. I'm dead. I'm deader than hell. Ow. That's an alley. Okay, so yeah, oh, interesting little thing for Jane there. That's right, all there, dude. Okay, so the exile realm thing is a bitch and a half. Um, we know that we experience what it's like, and everything like that. We have like a little, like, I guess, like a lantern thing or some shit, to try, to collect those things. And we have seen I guess you could say like the secondary mori of the judgment, where it's like, I guess, like, if you're like, like on death hook or whatever, and you got exiled, then she kind of like, she does that thing. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna try some a little bit different here. We'll just do that. We'll just do that for right now, since yeah, I think it'll be like a decent little thing. It's probably weird all over the place, but yeah, it is what it is. But even though like I didn't get to try that, but I believe like whenever you are get hit with the heresy thing and all that, I believe like you can be able to go to a like any possible shrine thing. You can be able to probably get it off that way. And it's plague. Lovely. So we got a plague now. she's got pain dress, so. I guess so. Ow! Where the fuck cleanse? The hell the fuck cleanse? Ow! Did anyone cleanse or? I'm slightly confused in a way. Cause like I.
You got the hook under Nick Cage's rib cage.
Cause like I think like I want to say like, it might be like a random maybe one of like an add-on because like no one really seems to have cleansed to give her power. So there was a jail over there. And sorry for like the coughing and the throwing up and all that stuff. That's unfortunately part of the thing with this killer. And the best way to kind of go up against them is it's not to cleanse until like either you're on death hook or like until it's in game. Find a place to cleanse. Want to do this, get a little bit around points. Okay. We're getting chilly, nowhere to hide, eruption, Damn, it was full PSN lobby too, apparently.
Okay, this is not at all what I signed up for.
Go for 20 seconds. Alright. Alright, let's get rid of that. I guess now. Let's see. If we'll around a little unhook build, methinks. We'll make it. We'll make it. The resurgence for me. About time. Let's see. So we'll make it resurgence, borrow time off the record. So I gotta see if I can at most, and I'll go for some unhooks. So we faced a Judgement at least a couple of times at most, and I think I've got like a decent understanding of how, you know, how she plays out when going against them.
Poke out our eyes this time.
I do believe that's a Chucky. Or Tiffany. I am dead. Oh, hi. The good evening look. I know that the gen's up here. I know the gen up here is done. I just kind of want to see some other little places. And see if there's a chest. There's a table in the balcony there. I heard that. They're both Cheryl and Dwyer on the exit gates. Ow! Sorry, Dwight. Everyone else left, so... Oh. Okay. They let him leave. So, generic limits, Fexus Fried, Marking Clay, Dragon's Grip. There's no boy ever get a Dragon's Grip back here. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I think it's gonna be it for the stream and everything, for the night. You know, we managed, to play around with the new Survivor, Aurora and everything. Technically we got her depths, even if there was no trophy pop. Um, we got to go up against the Judgment a few times, and we got like I'd say like a decent understanding as to how things are to go up against her. So there's that. But yeah, quite the stuff and things, to say the very least. And go ahead and do that. I know exactly who we're gonna raid into. We're gonna raid into the Bird Shadow. He's playing some DVD as well. Alright. So we'll get that out of the way. Then slash raid. But yeah, I guess before I do the raid and everything like that, I guess I can kind of like, maybe talk about some stuff a little bit. So, yeah, I guess while I'm here, I guess I'm gonna kind of talk about some of the stuff a little bit. So, I guess first I can kind of talk about is perks for Aurora. So, Boone Steadfast, not too bad, but I'm not gonna be expecting like everyone to run it out all the time. I can see it at most being used in some gen rush builds. Maybe have like a little bit of a maybe you might have like a little bit of a I don't know. Maybe it has like a little bit. Maybe this could be like a part of a thing that has like like in a gen rush build, and maybe have like some sort of way to find totems or shit like that. I don't know. Salvation's Cry, even though like we didn't really know much of that or whatever. I'd say it's okay. Yeah, like it's okay. Like not really the best thing, out there, but yeah, because that mouse, like whenever you're, I guess you could say this probably would be like a nice little thing to maybe run like a chase build where it's like, oh, and I'm gonna chase by the killer. It's like, well, get an idea, get a glimpse of where my teammates are, and they can be able to, see me in the killer's aura and all that. Fruits of your labor. I'm still not really sure about that. I'm still kind of like, kind of debating about, how that is, because it's like, so it's like, whenever you finish, generating for each token, gain 5% haste for 2 seconds, and you hit 20% healing progress. So it kind of makes me think like maybe fruits of your labor could go towards like maybe like a healing build, but I don't know. As far as facing Judgment goes, I'd say like, I don't know. I'd say like maybe like the indicator stuff is is okay, I guess. It's like it's like I guess like from like sound indicators, stuff like that. It does like it will, I guess you could say it will kind of be like a little lucky to know like whenever like the the kind of like a little bit of a quick time reaction. But I guess I'm pretty sure like I feel like probably there's gonna be like improvements maybe made or what have you. So whenever someone gets exiled, it kind of makes me think of like Onryo's tape a little bit, but instead of having like only like one place, you have two. So it's like you have to, so you have to like, so like whenever someone gets exiled, to the other, to the other realm and everything, then it's like, oh, you have to, find out like the which, shrines or actives where you can be able to actually, to get someone out. Um, apparently, um, apparently, like people, you can have like there'll be multiple people in the thing. I don't know for sure, but like if, what happens if like all 4 survivors are in the trial and condemned and all that, and they get sent to the realm. I did technically notice a little bit about the hook state thing. Cause it seemed like there was like 2 bars and all that stuff. So it's like you had like 1 bar. So it seemed like you had like 1 bar for when someone's in first hook, and you have like that. You have like a bit of an indication as to how long that. As to like how long the hook state how long they have left until they go into the next phase or stage or whatever. But yeah, like I said, I'm still trying to like figure out like the whole situation with like why the achievement didn't pop and everything like that. Cause again, like whenever I unlocked, whenever I got Shane, I got through the fucking, the or, the Eerie shards and that, and everything like that. So it's like, I don't know if like that's like a, like a randomized bug or something like that. I'll have to, maybe get some insight on that or something. But regardless, though, we got to play as Aurora a little bit. We technically, we won the game with only her unique perks as her. We faced the Judgement, got a bit of an understanding a little bit, so yeah. Ow. But I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream and everything like that, though. And as always, just want to say, thank you so much for watching. I really and truly appreciate it. My next planned stream, if everything goes well, will hopefully be on Friday, since this is my active week of streaming and everything. at most, I'm probably going to. So the main idea at most is that me and Alex are going to be trying to do some Doom 2 together. We're going to be trying to play Doom 2 co-op wise. Um, I am kind of look. I am kind of like looking into hopefully trying to do some mods and stuff with him as well, and everything like that. Um, and then probably because I've been kind of thinking about this a little bit because me and Alex had a little bit of a chit chat about like some upcoming stuff, especially like for Night Rain. So he had the idea so apparently he had like the idea of like me and him doing our little duo Onion Raider thing on my birthday, which apparently is on a Monday. Even though I told him I said well, even though I told him I said well, I originally had planned for for another little thing involving involving the Raider, which is going to be me doing the Meta Raider build, where I had like the double balance of relics and the average relic thing, where it's like I had like the Stone Sword key, things like treasure marks upon the map, and attack power attack power increase for each episode for defeated and everything. So probably what I might do, because Onyx wanted to kind of do a little thing with that, is I might probably actually just start my Meta Raider run on Friday, like sort of part of my own little thing. I might also try to like to do the co-op thing with Onyx, and like probably extreme my POV of it and everything as well. Saturday will be some more shoot 'em up Saturday with new mods, stuff like that. Sunday probably is going to be Outlaws Remastered, so yeah. But anyway, if you enjoyed what you saw today though, and you're watching this on Twitch, feel free to give the channel a follow and become a Roman Maniac today. If you want to follow me anywhere else online, you can check out my YouTube channel, give it a sub, no usual good stuff. Feel free to follow me on Twitter, maybe in Blue Sky as well. And until I see you all in the next video or live stream, as always, take care everybody, and I hope you all have a good week or weekend.